Alright guys, welcome to MichaelakaTygresPopDen. We're here with another video. It has been a second because I've been really busy, but nonetheless we're here. So if you guys didn't know, I also read comic books. It's like a main thing of mine. So I go to the local comic book store when I go pick up, the things they put aside for me, at least the ones that I want to read. You guys can, if you guys don't know or don't read comic books, you guys can set a pool at your local comic book store. So it's a comic pool that they put aside for you for free. I believe in most cases they set it aside for free, and they usually give you discounts on pulling those comics. At least it just depends on the comic book store that you have locally. But they'll pull it aside for you. That's certain titles you want to read. Like I read Justice League, The Flash, Ninja Turtles are like my main ones. And then you go pick them up. It's week to week, so whenever they release, they'll put them aside for you. My local comic book store has Pops as well. They receive Funko Pops. So I was out and about, left work today, went to the comic book store to pick up some pools, which I got a couple cool ones. And then I saw a pop there that I needed to get, or I've been wanting to get, and I hadn't seen in stores. So I picked that up, and then I also had mail that was on the way, so some Funko Pop mail. I've had a few trades that were pending that I've been waiting to receive, and then I have some coming this next week, which I'll do another video for. So we're gonna play what's in the box. We have one here, and then we've got another one right here. So we've got two boxes here, and then I have the pop here. So what I'll do is we'll go ahead and do the I'll show you guys the pop that I picked up. So today when I got my comic books, this is one that I kept seeing online for release this month, and I knew my comic book store, I had a feeling my comic book store would receive them, because usually these series show up in comic book stores. So if they're local to you, check out your comic book store, guys. But I did get Leatherhead Specialty Series. Let me see if I can get some better lighting here. Leatherhead Specialty Series here. Pop, he's very detailed Pop. I like the way they did him. He's the old school Leatherhead from Ninja Turtles. He's got lobsters on his hip. Let me see, sorry about the reflection, guys. Lobsters on his hips, his vest, and he's got a large hat on. Crocodile Dundee status. Very nice box art there too. You guys can see him on there, along with his boxing there. So very sick pop, one I really wanted. I'm a huge fan of the Ninja Turtles, if you didn't know. I read the comic books. I've loved the Ninja Turtles since I was a little kid, and it hasn't stopped. So had to get him, wanted him, and it happened. So we got Leatherhead. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this unboxing, guys. We'll go ahead and get into this first box here. These both were trades I did. Been making a lot of friends in these Funko groups, so I've been able to get a lot of trades in for things that I have and things that I want from people. So let's see what's in this small one, guys. You guys can guess what's inside this. This one should just be one here. I think this was a trade. I traded two pops for it, but it came pretty quick too, because I think he sent it out just the other day. So very good job, guys. Take notes. Anybody packing pops, use bubble wrap or something to to take the impact from the hits while it's getting delivered in the mail. So he put quite a bit of bubble wrap, thank goodness. Very thick package here. Let's see if I can get it open for you guys. Nice. This is double. I got a ton of bubble wrap. Best thing about trades, guys, is you guys get spare bubble wrap in boxes for shipping. Shipping for trades and things like that. I've literally haven't had to purchase any of this extra stuff from the store for shipping my own pops for trades and stuff. I just reuse the stuff I've been getting. So hopefully I don't ruin these, so I can reuse them. No, chill out. So I don't want to. And he taped this thing good, guys. Bear with me while we get it. Maybe I can just slide it out at this point. It'd be nice if I can. I'm gonna have to open it up just a bit more. Let's see, guys. Some of the other videos I do, I usually do an unboxing before I do the video, so that way it's prepped. And I probably should have done that now, because you never know how greatly wrapped these are. things like that. So let's see if I can get this out. It's tough because the bubble wrap wants to grip the edges and I don't want to damage anything. Let's see guys if I can get this out. Let's cut this off. Hope you guys are having a great day watching me struggle with this tape here. Alright, let's see if that was enough. Okay, looks like that got it out. Let me see, because I was pushing pretty hard on it. Alright, so for the most part, it's really good. There is some box damage on this, which I wasn't expecting. I don't know if I just didn't see it. I feel like it just got pressed down from the way it was packed. But you can't really complain about it. I did get, other than that, it's a very good box. Tinkles with Ghost in the Jar. Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty. So, we did get Tinkles with Ghost in the Jar. When it launched, it was very hard to find because it was only in Toys R Us that you could grab this guy. So I did grab him, hopefully for a trade, because this isn't a line I really collect. Somebody needs some of the pops that I had, and I saw an opportunity to grab it because it's, you know, it's a nice pop. I like the way it's done. It's got little Ghosts in the Jar on the bottom, if you guys can see him right down here. It's tough to see from that distance, but you guys can see Ghost in the Jar. His little face, he glows in the dark. And then you have Tinkles. If you watch the show, you'd be familiar. I don't watch the show, so I'm not too familiar with the character, but the pop was executed very well. Looks really good. Only thing I can really complain about on this guy is right here on her forehead. You can see that tore, but I think since it was packed so tight, the ear just pierced it, so the ear just kind of pushed through on it. Which, hey, what are you gonna do? But got Tinkles with Ghosts in the Jar, so there's that pop. Alright guys, and then the other one right here, we've got, I believe there's 2 pops in here guys, so let's take a look. I'm really avid about completing this set and getting all the other ones, so this one, just before I get into opening this box, is I want to get all the turtles, and I really have to start working on this one because I don't really have any of the turtle pops. I think I have 3. I've got Michelangelo, I've got, other ones aren't pictured, I have an 8-bit Shredder that was just released for the New York Comic Con shared exclusives, and he's like an 8-bit pop, looks like a video game. And then I have Baxter Stockman exclusive, which was for the San Diego Comic Con as well. So let's open this guy up. This one's from a good friend I did a trade with. She's been really helpful, and it's the trade that I actually had to go drive out for, and then I talked her into doing mail trades instead of like local trades, because you're only gonna get so much through local trading. Alright guys, so in this one we got 2 pops, lots of bubble wrap. Looks like it's loose wrapped, but they came good, no damage on them, so I'm stoked about that. So speaking of the turtles, we got Leonardo. This is an FYE exclusive. It's Leonardo in a black and white tone, so he's a black and white pop. It's a pretty dope look. It's kind of like a throwback to, if you guys know about the original comic books, the turtles were black and white in the comics, and they all wore the same color bandana. So it's just like I would say it looks like a variant of that, but with a colored bandana. So if you guys didn't know, school, or some info on your Ninja Turtles, so school you on some Ninja Turtles, is that Ninja Turtles originally from the comic books, black and white, they all wore the same colored bandana, which is red. So they all wore red bandanas. And then they, of course, changed for kids, that way they can differentiate these turtles. But I'm stoked to have this one. Leonardo, the box came perfect, pristine. She did a great packing job. And I'm excited about it. So I have Leonardo in a black and white tone. There's FYE Leonardo, and then the other one she sent me was an exclusive to the Legion of Collectors. So I think in one of my other videos I was saying that Funko does subscription boxes for Disney, Marvel, DC Comics, and Star Wars. So those 4 they do subscription boxes for that you can find on the Funko website, and you pay monthly, and then the boxes get released bi-monthly. So you pay to get a bi-monthly box. And this is in one of the past boxes, but I wasn't subscribed to it at the time, and I do collect Flash stuff. So she also got me, or gave me, her Jay Garrick. So I have Jay Garrick here. I'm gonna lift this up. Jay Garrick in his uniform with his helmet on. I'm a big fan of the Flash. I read the comics, if you guys didn't know, if I haven't said already in a video before. Box came pristine. I'm stoked on Jay Garrick. Jay Garrick is an OG Flash, so he's one of the oldest speedsters there is. Depends on if you're watching this show, because it's a little bit different than the comic books. But I got Jay Garrick here. So we got recap. Put all these down here. I got from this haul Jay Garrick. We got Tinkles and Ghosts in the Jar. Right. We got Leatherhead from my comic pickups today. Stoked on this one. And then we also got the black and white FYE exclusive Leonardo. So before we end this video, I will show you guys something right here. Let me grab this real fast. Alright, so that way I can show you guys what I'm talking about here. That I go pick up these comics is that if anybody's interested or has any thought about, you know, really delving or diving into these stories of these comic book characters, you know, some people say I really love Batman but don't really know his background story and things like that, is that they have some really good cool stories going on right now in the comic book world. I'll give you an example. We have All-Star Batman. So this is all part of my pool. This is what I picked up. We got All-Star Batman here. This is one done by the author of the Batman line for DC right now. He's a really good author, but All-Star Batman. Premise of it is Batman's trying to give an example. Batman's taking Two-Face across the country, and there's a hit out on him, so everybody's trying to stop him. Just generally what it's about. So All-Star Batman, and then we have Dark Knight's Metal is one that's out right now. This is issue 3 with a bunch of tie-in titles, but Dark Knight Metal is like an alternate reality, like a darker DC reality. So that one's been pretty sick. I haven't really read it. I gotta catch up on all these reads, guys, so I kind of purchased them and set them aside when I get the time to read them. But Dark Knight Metals, we have Green Arrow, we have Injustice 2, which is a comic that coincides with the new Injustice 2 video game. And then we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Universe. So there's regular the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic, and then the universe is like really diving into more of the universe and everything that is Ninja Turtles. So just different characters and background stories and things like that. I really like any of the Ninja Turtle comics, so I actually get them all. So we have that one. Big fan of the Flash. So you guys the Flash here without the glare. Flash, one of my favorite lines as well. Here is my favorite. So this is probably one of my favorite comics I read is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The artwork is amazing. The storyline is amazing. It's a lot more mature than you'd expect it to be. I don't know. It's just it's a really good read. So if you guys are interested, I can really recommend Ninja Turtles. Really anything that I'm reading I can recommend because they're all good, otherwise I wouldn't be buying them. I am reading Archie. So Archie the comic, they relaunched Archie. So if you guys know of Archie comics, they re-released Archie comics in a newer, more like new age Archie. So Archie's pretty good. We have more Green Arrow tie-ins. Like I was saying, there's tie-ins to the Dark Knight's Metal series, and this is a tie-in through Green Arrow, so it's all tied to the same story, which is the metal. Oh, that almost dropped. And then we have more Injustice 2. This cover is really awesome. It's got Batman wrapped in the vines. Poison Ivy is giving him a kiss there. So we've got that. I read Justice League because any true DC fan should be reading Justice League. So I read it because then you get to see all of your main players in one comic book as opposed to me buying Batman, Green Lantern. I can still read about them all in one comic. So right there, that one looks like it's got Batman and he's fighting one of the Green Lanterns. If you're not familiar, it's a different Green Lantern than Hal Jordan. So there's that one right there. We have, let's see, another Flash issue. I also read the Titans comic, and the Titans comic is about, so you have Teen Titans, the Titans, and the Justice League. Titans is about like it's pretty much the old Teen Titans, but they're grown up. So Titans is a really good one. That one has the new Wally West. So the new Wally West is African American, as opposed to the old Wally West. But the old Wally West is still in the comics as well. And then you can see all the other Titans in the background on that cover. And then we have another issue of Justice League. I really don't have, I don't know what's going on because I really need to catch up on my comics. I have like a huge stack of catching up and reading to do. But those were my grabs for the day, guys. I appreciate you guys stopping by, the Pop Den. It's great to have you guys in the family. I love and enjoy talking about my nerdy stuff because I don't have a lot of people to talk about it with. So it's nice to have you guys here. If you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and like it. Go ahead and subscribe down below. Hit that button which says subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying what you're seeing, and then leave me a comment if you want to leave me a comment, and because I enjoy reading those. Anything in general, if you want to see something particular that I collect, or if you want to see a specific part of my collection, or if you have a question, anything like that, always feel free to leave a comment because it's always open to you guys. But until next time, guys, this is Michael aka Tiger, and I am signing out.